This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, hello everybody, and welcome back to what is another video. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me in this video. I hope you're all enjoying the channel. It's very much appreciated you being here. Thank you for parting with your vital time on this planet in order to spend it with me and watch some videos. Right, we're going to take a look at another stallion in focus today. It's a busy week this week, towards the end of the week. Plenty of two-year-old racing in Europe and possibly elsewhere as well. Just need to take a look at the calendar. So we might only have time for one stallion in focus this week. So we might as well get it in now as quick as we can. The premise of the channel is CIC Racing 2020. .great/site.net is a site that really is full to capacity. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to add anything else to it. What I have noticed though is that some of the mares and the fillies on this site and around 2019 and 2020 have started to produce their own winners. So it stands to reason that some of the males on the site will be doing the same thing as well. I think this is the fourth or the fifth stallion in focus so far. I can't quite remember how many we've done. Basically, all that I'm doing is I'm just going through the horses in focus section on the site, just going through the articles, finding the stallions that were identified, and then taking a look at them, and just basically finding out just how good the site was back in 2019, 2020. Right. The stallion we're going to take a look at today is Qatar Racing, former owned it on the track. Kameko is the name of the horse, standing at Tween Hills Farm and Stud in Gloucestershire in the UK for a 2024 stud fee, people will see there, of £15,000. A good horse he was, I think, on the track. It's fair to say, people will see that Kameko managed to finish in the first two in 6 of his 10 races in his career, running to a best Racing Post rating of 125 in his career, which is a good rating. People will see that Kameko is sired by Kitten's Joy out of a dam called Sweeter Still, and she herself was sired by Rock of Gibraltar. If people go and look at the form, people will see that Kameko was a Group 1 winner at 2. He managed to win what was the Racing Post Trophy of the Vertem Futurity of 2019, where the horse managed to beat Innisfree by 3 1/4 lengths, running to a mark of 117. But that was form that he left way behind. The interesting thing about this horse is he was running in lockdown. This was a lockdown stallion. You know, this horse was running in empty stadiums all through his career. You know, a soulless year or two. I can't believe that all that what they did to us there has been forgotten so quickly by everybody. It was only in 2020, just over 4 years ago, that they had us all under house arrest. They wouldn't let us leave our houses. You know, and everyone just seems to have totally forgotten about that. Absolutely incredible, it is. But then you will see that he went on into 2020, and this horse was a classic winner, winning the 2,000 guineas of lockdown year 2020. He beat Wichita by a neck, running to a mark of 121. It was then that the horse was looking to be pretty exposed when he was also fourth in the Derby behind the runaway winner by 6 lengths, Serpentine. He was actually the favourite for that day. That was the most bizarre lockdown derby. I'm sure people tried to forget that. So we won't dwell on it much as we watch the gelding get beaten in Australian listed races. 4 years later, the horse is still being raced. Fourth then he was behind Mahafa in the Sussex Stakes. He was then fourth behind Gayath. And I presume that race was the Juddmonte International. Yes. Only £156,000 there for the Juddmonte International. In lockdown, they usually race in peanuts, but they race for even more peanuts in lockdown. As though these people lost any money during lockdown. Absolutely incredible. Why don't they just not race for the normal amount. You'll see there that the force was around the 120 mark quite consistently for them 4 runs. And then he came back to Newmarket in September and took his form to a new level, really, when he won the only race, the Group 2 Joel Stakes, a race that was only worth £45,000. In 2020, we beat Regal Reality by half a length, running to his career best mark there of 125. What a time to be alive it was, 2020. All trapped in our houses, watching Kameko win the 2,000 guineas and the Joel Stakes. Interesting horse, Kameko. I think he was. He was unlucky, really. He wasn't. He didn't. He was. Don't forget, he was born 2 years before lockdown. It's not like he chose to race when everyone was being held hostage by their own governments. But it is what it is. You know, people take a look at Kameko. They will see that Kameko on the pedigree is downline 10C. And you see in his career he won £416,298 in his career. Some interesting. How's he got on at stud, people ask? I think he's doing okay. This is his first year of horses, I think. Yes, he's sired 84 in his crop of 2022, and he's already sired a Grade 1 winner. In the same colours as him as well, New Century managed to win the Woodbine Summer Stakes, a Grade 1 in North America. One of 2 pattern race quality horses that we have had so far. People see that he also won a listed race, the Stonehenge Stakes, New Century. And Wimbledon Hawkeye has been placed in 2 group races. So he's had 1 stakes winner. That has won 2 stakes races, one of them graded. People will see. I presume the one that's run at 3 has to be running in somewhere else, Australia or New Zealand, I would think, or maybe in the Southern Hemisphere. You will see that although less colts have raced, it's the colts that seem to be doing the business, the fillies. The colts have earned nearly 7 times more than the fillies as Kameko hits the track. And regarding the distance, it's hard to say, really. He's only been racing as a 2-year-old, really. But you'll see that between 7 furlongs and a mile, that was obviously the distance of the Group 1 winner. We'll see there. Yeah, I wouldn't like to say where that 3-year-old has raced. But you see, that must be a mistake, surely. And let's see how that's happened. There's Great Britain. Most of his runners have run in Great Britain, and you'll see there the Pattern Stakes winner was, of course, in Canada. So an encouraging start, I would say, to Kameko's stallion career. He's had 35 runners that hit the track, and 10 of them have won. But still, plenty more to come for 84 foals and only 35 runners. People will see they look on the historic dam line where Kameko fits in. He's somewhere around here. We're going to take a look at some of these horses moving forward now and find out what horses we've got related quite closely to Kameko on a Family 10C. And then we will be able to watch the horse win those 3 races that I discussed, the Vertem Futurity, the Lockdown Guineas and the Joel Stakes at Newmarket. But we're going to take a look at the dams as well, like we normally do in the videos, take a look at what horses related to the dams, and then we'll end up back to where we need to be. First dam of the horse was foaled in 2004, sired by Rock of Gibraltar, Sweeter Still, out of a dam called Beltisal, who herself was foaled by Belmez. This horse was quite good, winning $311,000 in her career, winning 5 of 19 starts in the first 3 in 8 of 19 for $311,603. We'll see that the horse was Grade 3 winner of Senorita Stakes in America, and she also managed to win 2 stakes races as well. But the first dam, Group 3 winner, people cannot argue with that as a first dam, an opening gambit. Other horses that I found related to the first dam were Kingsbarns. Kingsbarns by Galileo, also out of Beltisal. Kingsbarns won 2 of his 8 races in the first 3 in 5 of 8 races, winning £282,715. Kingsbarns was another one that won the Racing Post Trophy, the Vertem Futurity, whatever you want to call it these days. Kingsbarns won the race in 2012, 7 years before Kameko did. He was third in the QE2 at 3, and at 4 placed in another 2 group races. The Moorsbridge, and the Heritage, a listed race. Went to stud at Coolmore in 2015 before being sold to Standard Stud in South Africa, where he sadly died in May 2018, not siring many horses at all. Another one that's quite interesting is Belle Artiste, who was foaled in 2002. Another horse out of Baltisal, this one is sired by Namid. Belle Artiste only won 2 of her 17 starts, but she was in the first 3 in 9 of 17 starts, winning £72,209. Another pack race winner, I think, Belle Artiste. She won the Group 3 at Derringstown Stud 1,000 Guineas Trial of 2005. So again, heading on the classic trail for the classic watch winning Stallion with this dam, Belle Artiste. Another one I found was a Galleria Borghese. Baltisal people will see Galleria Borghese is the second dam of this horse. Galleria Borghese has won 2 of her 9 starts, but in the first 3, in 5 of 9 starts, winning €71,051. Galleria Borghese sired by Caravaggio out of a dam called On Ice, Baltisal, the second dam of this horse, and Galleria Borghese again on the classic trail, winner of the 2022 listed Nace Oaks Trial, and third in the Group 2 Blandford Stakes of 2022 as well, trained by Aidan O'Brien. So again, these horses are very close to classics recently. They've been on the classic trail, these horses. Some of them have fallen short at that level, but at least they're trying. Baltisal, the second dam of Kameko. Foaled in 1994, sired by Belmez, out of a dam called Itisal. Never won or troubled the judge in 7 starts in her racing career. And the only one I could find that was really quite well bred to her was going round in Italy, Cafar. A horse foaled in 1993. Won half his races, 3 out of 6 races. In the first 3 in 5 of 6 races, winning $64,017, that says there. In Italy, a horse sired by In the Wings, out of Itisal as well. This horse was Group 2 placed listed winner in Italy, winner of the listed Prix Botticelli. The heavyweight 3-year-old in Italy of 1996. Very interesting, but it did look as though the line did skip a bit of a generation there. The third dam of the horse, Itisal, foaled in 1987, sired by Caerleon, out of a dam foaled in 1975 called House Tie. This was another dam that failed to win, but she was second 3 times out of 5 races, winning £2,324. But again, the 4th dam of Kameko, it's fair to say, 3rd dam even, did fall short on the track herself. But then the decent horses started coming then, I think it's fair to say, from the 4th dam onwards. Like many pedigrees, the longer time you give them to develop, the more chance you've got of finding something decent. Itisal was related to some nice horses. Danish, another one out of Tea House, the 4th dam, sired by Danehill himself. Danish won 6 out of 25 races. He was in the first 3 in 15 of 25 races, winning $563,138. The mare Danish was second at 2 in the Silver Flash listed race in Ireland at 3. Group 1 winner of the Queen Elizabeth II Invitational Challenge Cup in the USA, as well as winning the Prix La Sorellina in France. Another stakes win at 4, followed by some more group race places. And at 5, a Group 3 winner in the Saratoga Breeders' Cup Handicap, placed again at Group 2 and Group 3 level. So we've got Group 1, Group 3 and listed winner. Very, very good career the mare had, Danish, it's fair to say. Bred by Major Victor McCalmont, raised in Ireland, France and the US. African Story is out of Blixen, meaning that Danish was in fact the second dam of this horse, African Story, a gelding, born in 2007, sired by Pivotal. This horse won some races. Winner of 8 out of 21 races in the first 3 in 15 of 21 starts, winning $7,865,831 in his career. We'll see the winner of the 2014 Dubai World Cup. He's also winner of another Group 1, the Al Maktoum Challenge, the third round a year later. Winner of the Group 2, Godolphin Mile of 2012. And also the winner of 2 Group 3 Bergner Haars in 2012 and 2013. Best European form, second in the 2011 Prix de la Pour Maillot. And he was also placed in the Group 3 Prix Quincy at Deauville as well in France. What a career this horse had. The only winner of the Godolphin Mile to win the Dubai World Cup as of the stage of this year, of his career. At this stage, I don't know if any horse has done it since. But yeah, a very good career, the Godolphin owned African Story. There's also a dam. Well, there should be a dam. I don't know what's happened there. Is that one of the tabs? We'll take a look at it. We'll go back now. African Gold. African Gold foaled in 2015 is also out of Blixen, sired by Stay Gold. And African Gold managed to win 5 of her 28 starts in the first 3 in 9 of 28 starts in the ultra competitive world of Japanese racing. This horse managed to win 169,948,000 yen. African Gold won some races. Won the Kyogo Tokubetsu and the Atsumi Tokubetsu at 3. They won a Group 3 race at 6. She was second, the Chinuchi Shimbunai. And the horse at 7 won the Group 2 Kyoto Kinen in 2022. Very interesting horse. Had a good career and also Group 2 placed at 4 in the Copa Republica Argentina as well. Yeah, Group 2 winner, age 7, showing good longevity prospects maybe for this stallion from the horse African Gold. Ace was a horse foaled in 2001, another one on this line sired by Danehill. We're back now to Tea House, meaning that House Tie is the 4th dam. You'll see that House Tie is the 5th dam of this horse, Ace, and the 2nd dam of Ace. Ace won 3 of his 22 starts in the first 3 in 12 of 22. Another one to win over $1 million. $1,053,961. See the Ace, Group 3 winner in Ireland at 3, winner of the Desmond Stakes. Couple of good placed efforts at 4 in some Group 1 races. Before at 5, again, more of the same, it's fair to say, placed efforts. And at 6, he was second in the Group 3 Al Rashadia. So the horse only managed to win a Group 3 race, but very unlucky really. Second in 3 Group 2 races, and 3rd in another 2, and 4th in another. It's safe to say the horse had a decent career. Former Juddmonte horse. Former Coolmore horse, owned by Sue Magnia, Michael Tabor, and Elizabeth McCalmont. Before going to stud in 2008 in India. Hawkeye is another one we've got to look at. This is very closely related to Ace. Out of the same dam, Tea House. Hawkeye won 3 out of 17 starts. 8 out of 17 in the first 3, winning $466,922. Another one sired by Danehill. Hawkeye, another one to win the Group 3 Desmond Stakes in Ireland this year in 2001. 3rd in the Prix Moulin, the QE2, and the Gran Premio di Milano. 4th in the Champion Stakes and the Hong Kong Cup. Another good horse. Had a time at stud, standing in Stonybridge, New Zealand. This horse owned by Gary Tanaka. Some interesting horses on this line, isn't there? Kameko's line. Rip Van Winkle. People I'm sure is familiar with the UK racing will remember this one going round. Foaled in 2006. Sired by Galileo out of a dam called Looking Back. People see that House Tie is the fourth dam of Rip Van Winkle. Rip Van Winkle was a good horse in the first two, in 9 of his 14 starts. Another one winning over £1 million, £1,201,333. Rip Van Winkle winner of the Group 3 Tyros Stakes at 2. Dual Group 1 winner at 3, winning the Sussex Stakes and the Kiwi 2. Another Group 1 winner at 4 in the Juddmonte International. Fourth in 2 classics, fourth in the 2000 Guineas and the UK Derby of 2009. Kameko was also fourth in the Derby, wasn't he? Whereas this one managed to win. Kameko managed to win the Guineas, something that Rip Van Winkle failed to do. Very good horse, Rip Van Winkle, champion 3-year-old miler in Europe in 2009, champion older miler in Europe in 2010. Decent enough stallion, sadly died in 2014. But he did, I think it was 2014. No, he sadly died age 14, I think, in 2020. People look through the son of Rip Van Winkle, Nevers. People see, if they look at the dam of this, Magic Dancer. People see that Rip Van Winkle managed to sire 35 stakes winners from 930 foals. So you have to say probably an average stallion, it's fair to say. But any horse that sires over 30 stakes winners has obviously done his bit. It took him nearly 1,000 foals on the ground to sire 35 stakes winners, which the percentage of that is what it is. But yeah, a good stallion. He did quite well. Another one is a half brother to Rip Van Winkle, called La Vie Infinity, sired by La Vie de Calori. Foaled in 2007. This one had a lot more racing in his career, winning 7 of 36 races. In the first 3, in 19 of 36 races, winning $184,825. La Vie Infinity, Group 3 and listed winner. I think that is in Italy. He was also placed in the 2 listed races. This horse is actually still at stud. Group 3 and listed winner in Italy. La Vie Infinity, price on arrival. I think that means private. Secret, really. Give him a Masonic handshake. That'll probably give you a few quid off. Stud record. People will see that the horse has been quite lightly used. In 7 crops, he's only managed to sire 92 foals. And the horse has managed to sire 2 listed winners. So it's safe to say he's a leading first season sire, though, in Italy in 2018, where one of his stakes winners did come from. You'll see that at 3, both his stakes winners have appeared. And again, rather like Kameko, seems to have got the job done to his best of his abilities with the colts, as opposed to the fillies, and the same distance, 7 furlong and a mile. The same distance as Kameko's Group 1 winner came at. So did the 2 graded winners. They've all gone round in Italy mainly. The horse aside 2 Italian stakes winners, Armageddon and Lancieri. So the listed Premio Lotti Vecchio winner there, second at Group 3 level. And Lancieri won the Milano Premio d'Estate. Yeah, apart from that, not much happening for the stallion, unfortunately. So when people say Rip Van Winkle was an average stallion in comparison to him, he probably did quite well. Star of Emirati is a more recent one, foaled in 2018. She was in the first 2 in 3 of her 5 starts, only managing to win £21,093. No surprise for guessing that this was obviously another lockdown 2-year-old in 2020, wasn't it? There you have it. Winner of the Group 3 Sweet Solaria Stakes in lockdown year 2020, trained by Kevin Ryan. People will see that looking back, the dam of Rip Van Winkle is the second dam of this horse, La Grande Elisa, being the dam. It's then things get quite interesting because we end up on a horse like Alderbrook. People will see there that House Tie is the second dam of Alderbrook. So what I'm saying really is Kameko could be a decent National Hunt stallion You know, because the fourth dam of Kameko is also the second dam of Alderbrook. What a career Alderbrook had. Winner of 15 of his 30 starts. In the first three, in 22 of 30 starts, winning £350,114 horse foaled in 1989, sired by Ardross. People see that Alderbrook was a champion hurdle winner. Definitely won the champion hurdle. He was also a Group 2 winner on the flat, winning the Prix Dollar. A Festival Stakes winner as well on the flat. Second in the Group 1 Prix Gannet, as well as winning the champion hurdle. An absolutely superb horse. Kingwell hurdle winner there as well. Foaled in 1989, died in 2007, sadly, Alderbrook. But yeah, dual purpose, champion hurdle winning, Group 1 place, Group 2 winner. Not very many horses like that in stud these days in the UK and Ireland. The horse has won over both fence hurdles and on the flat at a very, very high level. I did find this horse as well, Restructure, who seemed to be a half-brother to Alderbrook, sired by Danehill. So a totally different horse altogether here. Restructure won 6 of his 25 starts. In the first three, in 14 of 25 starts, winning $173,117. People see that Restructure won the Group 3 Minstrel Stakes on the flat, and he also won the Darley Stakes. A former sire in South Africa, where the other one went for a while before suddenly dying, didn't it? Kingsbarns. Safe to say the South Africans are a fan of this line. A sire in South Africa there, Restructure. Group 2 placed in the Queen Anne, which is now a Group 1 race, obviously, at Royal Ascot. Group 3 winner, half-brother to Alderbrook. And again, I saw on Aryan Pedigree, if I found a horse called Legislate, a South African stallion. And I can see there that Restructure, in fact, sired three stakes winners in his time out there. Only foaled 116 horses. 62 of them did win, and 3 of them won at stakes level, including the dam of this stallion here, Legislate. Don't know if it's any good. Group 1 winner. No, don't follow South African racing at all, because I find it very difficult to follow the runners, the form, everything, the pattern, the entry. It's a theatre I would love to pick winners in, but just the resources just don't seem to be there at this stage that I consider good enough. Other horses we need to look at on this line is Tarib, a horse foaled in 2001, quite a solid horse. In the first three, in 8 of his 12 starts, winning $166,720. Tarib horse foaled by Indian Ridge out of native twine. So it's still the Alderbrook line this is. House Tie, the third dam now of this horse, Tarib. Tarib was going around quite well in Germany, winner of the Group 3 Grosser Preis de Wittschaft, and also winner of the listed Heron Stakes, second in the Newmarket Stakes, third in the Group 2 Mill Reef Stakes at 2 over 6 furlongs, and also third in the Globetrotter Mile back in Germany, Group 3 level. Solid horse, another pattern race winner there on the line. Another one we need to look at is Angers, recent classic winner, foaled in 2020. The horse only won 2 of his 7 starts so far, but in the first 3, in 4 of 7, winning €162,100 in France and Germany. This horse sired by Seaback out of a dam called Angel of Harlem. People will see that Native Twine is the third dam of this horse, making House Tie the 5th dam. Angers was the winner of the Group 2 German 2,000 guineas last year in 2023. Very closely related to Kameko, this one. Trained by Mario Baratti. So you've got some interesting horses. You've got Guineas winners, classic trial winners. You can see how Kameko was identified even way back in 2019, even though I didn't know that these dam lines even existed at the time. We're only at the 4th dam of Kameko, and we found all these horses. You know, Kameko is quite a well-bred horse. Got a Madame Dancelot is another one. Foaled in 2014, sired by Sir Prancelot. out of a dam called Cecil. People will see that Twine is the third dam of this horse. House Tie is the fourth dam. Madame Dancelot, winner of 5 of 19 starts in the first 3 in 12, of 19 starts, winning $553,120. Madame Dancelot, winner of the Group 3 Dick Paul Phillies Stakes in 2016. Heading to America then, winning some more Group 2 races, the San Clemente Handicap at 3 and the Santa Ana Stakes at 4. Plenty of Group 1 form as well. American Oaks, Delmar Oaks, QE2 Challenge Cup, Gamey Stakes, placed in plenty of Group 1 races. Dual Group 2 winner in the US, Group 3 winner in the UK. Plenty of countries being represented in the winners of this as well. This is a line that has done quite well on an international level, isn't it? It's safe to say. Another fair horse, Madame Dancelot. Now we are finally at the fourth dam of the horse. The fourth dam, House Tie. The fourth dam of Kameko, foaled in 1975. Only managed to win 1 out of her 8 starts, winning $3,736. Another one bred by Major Victor McCalmont. So you can see that while the second, third and the fourth dam have sort of fell short on the top, we've got the Group 3 winning first dam and we've got a strong back end. I do like a strong back end in a pedigree. It's very important that the horse has shown that it can produce good horses over a long period of time. House Tie is related, though, to some fair horses that I found. Libertarian, a horse foaled in 2010, sired by New Approach, out of a dam called Interim Morshan. People will see that the fifth dam now of Kameko, Mesopotamia, foaled in 1961, is coming into the pedigree more as the fifth dam of this horse. Libertarian won 2 of his 6 starts in the first 3, in 3 of 6 starts, earning £390,048. Libertarian won the Dante of 2013 and was also second in the Epsom Derby of the year after, the same year, obviously, 2013. So again, another one hitting the classic trail. And at stud now, Libertarian seems really, I think, to have been siring a lot of National Hunt horses. Another POA Masonic price in the thing, in the price of the horse, depending on who you are, depending on the price is that you get. The stud record of the horse, you'll see, been siring National Hunt horses because he went to stud, as we saw there. Mainly the crops are going down as well. Never sired a stakes winner, I don't think. Sired 200, well, they're telling me he hasn't. Sired 224 foals, and only 18 of them have won so far. So I don't really know. Mainly all running at 4 at 58. One Psychopath has ran. A Libertarian at 2. Probably must be the same horse, surely, that someone's had a go with. And again, the colts, 41 colts and 18 fillies, all above a mile and a half, which indicates to me that this horse is a National Hunt horse. Kudos to the man, kudos to the trainer who ran 1 over between 5 and 6 furlongs. I mean, I don't know what they expected to happen. We'll see there that in Great Britain and Ireland, they're mainly going round, although one has won in the USA as well. But yeah, people look at the progeny of the horse. You'll see there's one that's won the Nace Brown Lad Handicap Hurdle called Watchhouse Cross, who was foaled in 2017. This isn't a new stallion. There's one there called Move It Like Minnie. He's won 7 times. Yeah, I just don't think the stallion, is really getting the support that it needs. In fact, in 2019, the horse only foaled 20 horses. Dante winner, Derby place, 20 horses foaled in a year. How the game has changed. Halling. Got to take a look at Halling, haven't we? Probably the best horse on this line apart from Kameko. People will see that Mesopotamia is in fact the 4th dam of Halling, a horse sired by Diceless, out of a dam called Dance Machine. Halling managed to win 12 of his 18 starts in the first 2 in 13 of 18, winning £1,332,651. Hallin was a good older horse. He managed to win the Eclipse, Group 1, 2 Eclipses. He also won 2 Jedmont Internationals. He also won the Group 1 Prix d'Ispahan. He also won the race in the UAE, the Madigan's race. He also won the Cambridgeshire. Of course he did, I remember that. He also won the Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Maktoum Challenge, a conditions race back in the day. Back in the early days of Maidan, this horse was going round. And it might have even been Al Sheba in them days. Of course it would have been. In 1994 and above. Champion 1996, champion old horse in Europe. Won on 3 continents, England, the USA, France and the UAE. High-weighted old horse in Europe and England. Entered stirred for 2 periods at Dallamall stirred. And he also went into Dubai for 3 years, standing as a stirred, before being pensioned in 2014, sadly dying in 2016 due to the infirmities of old age. If people look at one of the sons I found at stud of his, Jack Hobbs, classic winner, people will be able to see that Hallin, in fact, sired 58 stakes winners. So he sired less horses than Rick Van Winkle and sired nearly 2/3 of the amount of stakes winners more. A third more, 36 to 58. So Hallin really has been the best on this line, I think, for a while. 754 of them won, 58 stakes winners. Hallin, 497 winners. Good stallion, I think it's fair to say. Hallin was. We need to take a look now at Bala Cove, another horse I found on this line, sired by Ballard Rock out of a dam called Coven. People see there that Mesopotamia is the 4th dam of this horse. This horse only managed to win 4 out of 31 starts. Was in the first 3 in 11 of 31, which around a third of his starts, winning $276,656. People see that Bala Cove won the Middle Park, Group 1 winning 2-year-old of 1989 before going to America. He was placed in the Solario Group 3 at Sandown as well. Sent to Ireland as a sire in 1993. Another in Group 1 winner. Interesting horse. Next horse we need to take a look at is Mastery. I remember this one, winning the St. Ledger. Mastery is a good horse. Winner 5 of 13 starts in the first 3 in 11 of 13 starts. Winning $1,654,848. A horse sired by Suleimani out of a dam called Moyesi. People will see there that they have to go back a fair way for this one. Garden of Eden, the 5th dam of the horse. I think we're now at the 6th dam of the horse, Algar's Plough. No, we're not, sorry. My mistake. They got through him there quickly, didn't they? Mesopotamia, the 6th dam of the horse. Mastery, despite Mastery being foaled in 2006. Got through him there very quickly. Mastery, as I said, won the St. Ledger of 2009. He also won the Group 2 Italian Derby in the same year, dual classic winner. And he also won the Group 1 Hong Kong Vase at 4. Superb horse. Winner of 2 classics and the Hong Kong Vase. Placed in also races like the Voltiger, the Grand Prix de Paris, the French Derby. That's not the jump. Grand Prix de Jockey Club, sorry, is the French Derby, isn't it? Also placed in the Queen's Vase and the Breeders' Cup Marathon. And also placed in the Darley Stakes and the Floodlit Stakes at 4. Very good horse. Went to stand as a stallion in Russia in 2011. Something I didn't actually know until I did this video. I always did wonder what happened to the horse. Very good horse. On his day, without any shadow of a doubt. We're going back now to the solid back end of the pedigree, which I always refer to if I can. Mesopotamia, the 5th dam of the horse, foaled in 1961. Won 3 of her 9 starts in the first 3 in 6 of 9 starts. Only manages to win $12,586 racing in the 1960s. Good horse. Winner of the Railway Stakes and the Chesham, Royal Ascot winner, Railway Stakes winner. Champion 2-year-old filly in England and Ireland, this horse. 3rd in the Irish Thousand Guineas of 1964. And 2nd in the National Stakes and the Hyperion Stakes. But again, even if we go further back than that, the dam line gets even more solid. When people look at the 6th dam, foaled in 1952. Agar's Plough winner of 3 of 9 starts, and in the first 3 in another 1 start, managing to win £137,725, sired by Combat, out of a dam called Fair Follow. People will see she's an Oaks winner of the Irish Oaks of 1955. So it's safe to say that the 5th and the 6th dam of this horse really do nail it down, Kameko. As a well-bred horse, you've got horses like Halling and Rick Van Winkle on the more recent times. But if people go back to, say, the 40s and the 50s, if they look, Agar's play on the 6th dam, it's always been a solid producer of the odd decent horse. And I think this video has proved it. So I think the best way to play Kameko really is a stallion moving forward. Would probably be to watch him for a while, wait for him to hit a high level, and then see how you get on. You see now that he's already sort of out of the 13 winners, he's managed to sneak in a Group 1 winner. People say it's only in Canada. A Group 1 winner is a Group 1 winner. You know, people can't knock it. You want a global operation, you're looking to pick Group 1 winners in Canada over Class 5 handicap debut winners at Southall all day long. You're looking at a better quality of horse all year round. Interesting stallion, Kameko. I think it's fair to say. Even at this early stage, like a Group 1 winner, could have just given him the boost that he needs. And obviously there's still time in his 2-year-old campaign for the horse to add to his first crop success. Horses like Wimbledon Hawkeye, New Century already round pattern level. There's another one that's run twice there, and won twice, Ghost Run, as well as the occasional odd winner. It'd be nice to see a few more run outside of Great Britain, wouldn't it? You know? But yeah, interesting horse, Kameko. Very well bred horse, I think. And now what we can do, before we can end the video, is we can look at the horse win what I consider would be 3 of the 4 races that he won, all at pattern level, Group 1, Group 2 and Group 1. We're going to start in November 19 with the Vertem Futurity, which I think the commentator did refer to it in this. But this race here, was actually the first Group 1 ever to be raced on the all-weather in England. So let's take a look at it now. We have to look at it through the At The Races YouTube channel, because where I normally find my race, the race just wasn't there.
And they're off. The first ever Group 1 to be staged on the all-weather in the UK. It's the Vertem Futurity Trophy over 1 mile. And it's Royal County Down under Andrea Rezzeni, who is the first one to show. Establishing a 1.5 length lead early on from the blue cap of New World Tapestry. With that one is Tamani. Geometrical is in behind horses with Kameko. Next is Innisfree with the purple cap, followed then by Mogul. In the green jacket, Kinross, that one's outside Verboten. Further back through to define Year of the Tiger. And the outsider of the field, King of the Throne, is the back markers. Royal County Down sets the fractions in front, 1.5 lengths to New World Tapestry in second, about 3 lengths away. That's Tamani back in third. Then came Kameko and Geometrical toward the outside. Innisfree is next. Then came Kinross and Verboten in that royal blue jacket. Closely attended to there by Mogul. Then came Year of the Tiger. And at the back still is King of the Throne. As they now begin to head down towards the final 3 furlongs and inside that mark. Royal County Down now ridden in front. About to be joined by Tamani. Kameko toward the right-hand side. Picking up now Innisfree. Here comes Kinross as well. Looking for its way through. Verboten now ridden for more as they go towards the final furlong and a half. It's Kameko who's out in front now. Kameko leading from Innisfree in second. Then the Year of the Tiger and Mogul. Followed then by Kinross. He's under pressure inside the final furlong. It's Kameko under Sheen Murphy by about 2 to 3 lengths now inside the final half. It's Kameko clear from Mogul, Year of the Tiger and Innisfree, and up to the line it's Kameko to win the Vertem Futurity Trophy. Pretty tight second, Innisfree together with Mogul and Year of the Tiger. Then came Kinross, further back to King of the Throne and Verboten.
Such a pleasure to be able to bring these videos to you, everybody. It really is. I remember so many of these going around. Tamani, New World Tapestry, interestingly enough, I think is related to a Lion in Winter that is going around this year. Can't quite remember, but yeah, he's definitely figured. Oh no, he's related to Dreamy. Of course he is. Dreamy is out of Tapestry, isn't he? The Aidan O'Brien horse Yeah, so it's good to see that those horses still going around. Absolute pleasure to bring these videos to you. Gives me so much joy. You saw people even notice Kinross going around there too. Or still winning races as a gelding in 2024. But yeah, good performance I thought there by Kameko to win the Vertem Futurity. It was then obviously that things went a bit strange. Our government started holding people hostage in their own houses. People weren't allowed out. Very, very strange times for a year or so. People still die to this day, and still nobody has really gone to jail for what they did then in that time. But it is what it is, this planet. This is a horse racing video, though. And we're going to now take a look at Kameko win the UK 2000 lockdown guineas.
Goes in, all in, ready. They're off. Kipco 2000 guineas, they get underway. Kenzai Warrior breaks awkwardly and is the last one away. Juan Elcano with Persuasion, Starcat and Wichita are the leaders early on. Royal Dornock and Kenzai Warrior towards the back of the field. Kameko and Kinross are giving chase to the leaders, and Peanut Tubo's with those. Military March with the distinguishing white cap is out deep on the course. Cepheus is next as they head down towards the completion of 3 furlongs. A red cap for Al Suhail is next, and then Mum's Tipple from New World Tapestry, and Royal Dornock come behind those is Kenzai Warrior at the back of the field. Very pale jacket though, Persuasion, the yellow colours of Juan Elcano. Wichita is right with those, and then comes Starcat towards the left with a white face. Peanut Tubo and Arizona together, 5 and 6 at the moment. Military March behind those. Then comes Kameko, less than 3 furlongs to go. Kinross comes next. Peanut Tubo begins his move now towards the leaders as they head down to the 2 marker. Juan Elcano in yellow against the running well, battling on well. Wichita between those is Peanut Tubo. Kameko coming down the centre of the course. Military March is in behind that. They head down into the dip now. Peanut Tubo trying to see off Wichita. Kameko behind those, and then Military March as they head into the closing stages, and it's Wichita at the moment in the purple cap. Kameko the far side of him going through to lead late on. Kameko's won to Wichita's second, Peanut Tubo. Military March behind those, then Juan Elcano, Kinross, and then came Mum's Tipple.
Well, that race was it what it was, wasn't it? A soulless race. It was what it was. Not the horse's fault, you know, but these things happen. Well, they shouldn't happen in society. Then mass populations being held hostage in their own house and not doing a thing about it. That was the weird thing about it. But, yeah, very disappointing. I think we'll move on. I think we'll head to the Joel Stakes now, where this was in September of lockdown year 2020. I'm assuming people were still locked away in their houses because the race was still only worth £45,000. So let's watch Kameko win the Joel Stakes of September. Beat some good horses this day.
Lining up for the Shadwell Joel Stakes Group 2. And they're off, and they came out in a straight line. Regal Reality just a little slower into stride. Ben Battle smartly away in the all-blue top rank on the far side, followed by Tilsit alongside Kameko. Regal Reality and Zabil Prince is the back marker through the first furlong. So last year's winner Ben Battle taking them along here in the hands of Frankie Dettori, followed by top rank on the far side, the grey, PJ McDonald. Tilsit close up, Kameko the Guineas winner, then Regal Reality and Zabil Prince at the back of the field. The pace looks to be steadily lifting, and it's Ben Battle very much held together in front from top rank. Tilsit, Kameko, then Regal Reality and Zabil Prince, as now they race past the half-mile marker and therefore past the halfway stage in this Group 2 prize. Ben Battle, Ashi Murphy pushing Kameko along in 4th place. It's Ben Battle from top rank, Tilsit 3rd, Kameko. Regal Reality is under the pump as
as well, and then Zabil Prince as they race on now towards the final 2.5 furlongs in this Shadwell Joel Stakes. Ben Battle out in front, but top rank challenging hard. Kameko picking up now in the claret colours, coming through, followed by Tilsit, and then back to Regal Reality, and Kameko has come through to head Ben Battle running into the dip. It's Kameko from Ben Battle as now they race uphill inside the final furlong. Kameko just in front, Ben Battle. Regal Reality is finishing well. Kameko needs the line. Regal Reality is thrusting. Kameko returns to the scene of his great win in the Guineas and wins again from Regal Reality, with Ben Battle back in third.
Yeah.
Well, there was a point where it looked unlikely.
We've gone from March to September and still nobody's allowed outside their houses. Look, horrible, absolutely horrible what the elites can do to people. It really is. But again, this is a horse racing video. Kameko, a good performance to win the Group 2 Joel, even though the race was worth peanuts on the day. And it's a prestigious race, but obviously the race massively tarnished by the fact that these poor animals were forced to race when nobody was even allowed outside of their own house. Why were they even racing? Not like anybody could go and watch. Very, very weird time to be alive. It really was. Not just about horse racing either. People lost the plot. They really did. Queuing up, treated like criminals, masked up, muzzled up. And they let it, and they did it to themselves. They let it happen to themselves. You know, that's the really sad thing about it. But Kameko, very good horse. Very good horse. Classic winner. Group 1 winning 2-year-old. Classic winner at 3, albeit massively tarnished. Classic win. And also a tarnished Group 2 winner in the Joel Stakes. But yeah, very good horse. But people have looked at the pedigree of the horse, and the horse is quite a well-bred animal, I think. I think it's fair to say that there is people do have a chance of siring a good horse. If they were to use Kameko, £15,000, I think, is still the price, yes, according to both Arion and the Racing Post. So we will go with £15,000. Already sired, a Group 1 winner in his first crop. What does the future hold for the Stallion? Kameko, it will be very interesting to see. Right, 52 minutes now. I can end this video now. What I will do is I will start leaving a playlist now to the Stallion in Focus. A copy of the Stallion in Focus playlist will be left at the top of this video, so people will be able to see all of them in the series. And I will also give everybody an opportunity who's watched this video and has chosen not to subscribe to the channel. I will give them an opportunity to subscribe to the channel moving forward, so they do not miss any more of my horse racing videos on this particular channel, YouTube. Right, yeah, like I said, busy 2-year-old week this week. We've got races like the Middle Park, the Rockfell. No, not the Middle Park. Yeah, sorry, the Middle Park. We had the Mill Reef this week. Races like the Rockfell. I think it might even be time for the Phillies Mile. No, that's a few weeks after, isn't it? So like the Rockfell, Middle Park, Royal Lodge. That's another one. Some plenty of big races coming up over the weekend. That's just in the UK. I think there's races like the Beresford Stakes in Ireland also on the horizon at some point. But for now, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. It was certainly very interesting to take a look back at the career of Kameko and have a good look at the pedigree of it. People want to look at the site, Reprieve Media at CIC Racing, or at cicracing2020.great/site.net. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Take care, have a fantastic week, and goodbye.